Testing 1 2. Test 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. Test testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2. Okay, this video is about Jamulus, how to download it, and some of the basic settings. So I'm in my Chrome browser and I'm going to type in Jamulus and see what comes up. There it is, Jamulus software. I can click on that. And it says right here, download Jamulus. Oops. Gonna do that, maybe. I'm realizing something. Okay. Let me start this over again. All right, this video is about Jamulus, how to download it, and some of the basic settings. So first of all, I'm going to find it in my browser. Type in Jamulus. There it is, Jamulus software. Going to go to the download. Excellent. And looks like it's automatically downloading it for me. That's great. Once it's downloaded, you can open it. And since I have it downloaded already, well, maybe I'll wait for it. There we go. So here it goes. Open it. And I'm going to agree to everything they ask me. Okay, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. We're waiting for it, and boom, it's ready. There it is, Jamulus. Okay, so I just take that Jamulus, not the server version of it. Let's just do the Jamulus version. The server is for people who have their own private servers. So we're going to do this, drag it into applications. It's going to say I have it already. So I'm going to say, I don't know, replace. Why not? Here comes copying. This is very exciting. You'll see this is pretty quick. Okay, it's done. So now I go to Jamulus. I happen to have it here. Let's see if this still works. I click on it. And nothing happens. Wait, there it is. Oh, okay. So if you get this, cannot be open because the developer cannot be verified. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid at this point. Instead, go over to your system preferences. This is all Mac stuff. I'll try to do another movie that is for you PC folks. I'm going to go to security, click on that, and I'm going to say to my computer, let's open this up, type in our password, unlock it, and then let's see, where are we getting stuck? Maybe it's at the firewall, privacy, not showing up. Okay, I'm gonna go back to this, and it usually shows up in the general spot here. Let's try that again. Okay, well, I'm gonna go back here. I'm just gonna double click on Jamulus again and see if it, yes, there it goes. So you can see now, I'm gonna move this out of the way, that Jamulus was blocked from use because of blah, 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 blah. And we're gonna say open anyway. Boom. Okay, so there it goes. I'm going to click this back to lock my preferences again and close that window. And maybe we'll give this one last try. Maybe it's opening. I'm going to cancel that and do one last try over here. And then finally we have the chance to, and this will say move to trash. It still wants you to do that. It wants you to cancel, but no, you're going to open it instead. This is back to, you know, can't verify, Jamulus. Do you want to open it? Are you sure? I say yes. It's a trusted software developed by a German fellow and well done, very useful, so you can trust it. Used across the world, in Germany, Switzerland, Japan, everywhere they're using this. Okay, so there it is. This opened up a chat window also, so you can say hello to your friends. And that will start, I hope. Maybe it didn't work. Okay, anyway. And then first thing I'm going to do is take a quick look here. Delay, buffers, okay, input, panning. What's panning? That's left, right, center, so forth. Reverb, how, you know, adding a little bit of room sound to it, and so forth. And server. Okay, there's a muting thing, there's settings, and there's chat room. So maybe I'll go to settings first and take a look at this. If you have a Mac, you're fine. Your sound card is built in. If you are a PC person, you will need to download and install the ASIO driver. And we'll get into that in the PC version of this video. Okay, so here we go. System default, in and out, probably what you want to use. If you're using something fancy, like I have Blackmagic Design through HDMI, those kind of things, I would choose one of those for mine. But if you have only your computer and no audio interface, just choose the system default in, out, and so forth. So microphone in and sound out through your headphones. Okay, so you'll get a different menu for your stuff on that. All right, let's go over here. This is buffer delay. So you know what buffering is. This is their preferred. So click on the middle one to start with. If things get bad, you can change that down to a lower setting and see what happens. You can change that as you go. Audio channels, if you have a stereo input like I do, you can go stereo. Most of you probably are going to have mono, so you can do mono. You can try mono in, stereo out, see what happens. You can mess with those two, unless you have an audio interface, in which case you can use stereo. Let's start with high quality. We can move it down if we need to. We're going to skip the new client level, 100% I guess, is fine. Fancy skin, normal skin. Here's the normal skin. You can see it changes to just a blank screen over here in the window. Or if you want to be fancy, you can make it fancy like that. Okay, custom central server address. All right, ping time. So this isn't not going to show up until we connect. So let's go ahead and connect. I'm going to see if there's, excuse me, a way to change my name in this. It'd be nice to have your name on your settings. So I think that maybe that is someplace else. I'll figure that out later. Okay, maybe my profile would be the one to use. So in my profile, you can change your name there. Mr. Lewis for myself. You can choose your instrument there, mandolin, whatever it happens to be, your location, and so forth. Okay, so that's in the system preferences. Again, that was under, what was it, file? No, what was it, view? Help, where was that? Oops, I'm in the wrong thing. Try that again. It's under view. So under view, you can go to my profile and change your name, or add your name to it. Okay, that solves that problem. Go away. Now I'm back to this. I'm gonna go ahead and connect so we can see some more of the things that happen. So connecting, you're gonna choose, there will, by the time you see this, hopefully be a private server to connect to. We're looking for ping times. See the ping time right there? Ping times are in the green. Fast ping times, these slow ones will not be so helpful to us. So I'm going to choose a fast ping time. I'm going to use the Barbershop Cloud. They are in Apple Valley, California. And I'll choose those folks to connect to because they have the best ping time. And it's a public thing you can jump into. Okay, there it is. Mr. Lewis shows up in the Barbershop Cloud in Apple Valley, California. And you can see that the input's working. I'm getting some sound levels going there. The red and the yellow is a little bit hot. If it goes into the red, then you know you're too loud. You can fix that later. Okay, I have panning because I'm stereo, so I can put people, each one of you is going to show up with one of these tracks just like this. And you can put people in, if you have stereo, into different parts of the room. Like you're going to sound, if you're in headphones, they'll sound like they're off to your left. If you put it this way, they'll sound like they're to the right. It's easier to kind of separate things out that way and hear it better. So if you have stereo, go ahead and use that. We have the ability to do muting and soloing within our group. Hopefully in our private server, we won't need to do that, but that's a possibility. Reverb, use it lightly. It tends to be a bit overdone. You can add a little bit of room sound, a little bit of reverb to your mix to make it sound better. This does get bigger like that. You can see a little bit better. The chat can go. And we're going to be using Zoom at the same time. So you're going to be in this thing using Zoom to see each other. We'll probably have Zoom muted and use Jamulus for our sound, because in my experimentation with this, it is very immediate. So there's very little latency in this. Okay, it's not perfect, but it will take some messing around over here. We'll have to do some changes to make things work perfectly, but it's going to be a good start. You can see now, you can see our ping time is nice and low, 1821 milliseconds. The delay not too bad. Okay, so that shows us how we're doing with ping time, and we can monitor that as we go. Okay, I think I've said enough, and you probably are done listening. So goodbye, thanks, see you soon.